Hi everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. So, first off, I wanted to show something that I posted on Instagram and talk about that quickly. Then I may be playing this game depending on how well it works, as there is a bit of a delay for it, and hopefully I can get it to work properly. So, for now, I'm gonna and I'll also be showing some prizes because this is just a random live, well, random as I can be. And I would have posted links for this in places, but I realise that tablet's in use, my phone's in use for the footage of this. Hi, Destroy Life, how are you today? So, the first thing I'm going to show is something that I posted on Instagram, and it's this cup. And here's another look at it. That's what it's called, Dreamy Joe, and that's what they were actually labelled under when I got them. Not 100% well, Stroh Life, just managing to do this at the best. And very tired at the same time. Hi, Wickaroo, how are you today? I pretty much just need a ton of coffee. Hi, Kelly, how are you today? Yes, you made it. It's been a while. I hope you're well. So, as I was saying, that the first thing I got is this to show. I did win 10 of these from a Kit Kat promotion that they were doing. Then I got an email from them saying, please do not use your cups, throw them away, and please send a follow-up email or message, I can't remember which one it was, to their Facebook asking for all the cups to be resent to me. So they had to send me another 10 of these cups. Hi, Ready Player One, how are you today? So they had to send out another 10 of these because when they made them, there was an issue that they didn't realize until it was too late. And they pretty much had to really send these back out because hot water in these and they broke pretty much straight away. This is actually one that could break. We just don't know, and we don't want to gamble that it's going to stay in one piece with if I use it. But like it shows on the back, it does change from black to the Kit Kat logo with a little message on it, which only comes up with hot water in. But hopefully I can get this little bit sorted out quickly. So how is everyone's day today? That's cool, Ready Player One. Oh yeah, before I forget, that was a cool video, Ready Player One, for the hockey bit you posted. It was really cool to see that, as I do what really like NHL not NHL. I think it's one of the other leagues. I can't remember which one. No, it's not. I can't even remember which one it is. It's been a long time since I've looked through the lower leagues and for hockey. So the other things that I've got for this live is a couple of arcade prizes and and I'm gonna play a bit of the Pokemon game just for a bit of fun. Yeah, that was the one I was thinking of. Yeah, I was thinking it was AHL, but I've also thought it was something, one of the other ones. Uh, the I was thinking as well of that one, and I've been thinking of the one that has the Calgary Hitmen as a team, and I just couldn't remember what the initials are for that one. Since November, not so good, but I'm doing everything I can to be positive and um, tablet must have gone battery issue like normal. Either forgot to charge it or it's just gone to standby for some reason. Which this is only really just to hide that ladder. But yeah, I've got a couple of prizes which are the cheaper ones. So this is one that we've been getting. We've got a couple of them. We've got a Joker and a Superman as well, but this is the only one I haven't shown yet. Thanks, Kelly. You're amazing. And yeah, we've got a couple of these, which they are quite cool. They're off Coin Pushers. Hi, Sammy. How are you today? So these ones are off Coin Pushers, and sometimes the arcade will put coins in the coin inside this, so it is weighed down a little when you get them. So it makes it a little harder to win. And something that I have as I got, and Infinite Murar likes this one quite a lot, is a coffee cup with for the Marauders map Harry Potter. And it says, I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. Thanks, Kelly. I do the best I can, but you're amazing just for coming to say hi. And I hope you're having a great day. So yeah, we got this also off of a coin pusher, which is quite cool because normally the cups from coin pushers are a lot smaller and not as nice as the last couple we got was really dirty around this part, and it looked like it had been glued at some point or got some stuck on some glue where they'd put it down or something spilt on it. So it just looked messy, and it was a smaller cup, but it's quite a cool one. And if this comes out of the case easy, I can show it, which is a Batman watch, which we've got a couple of these, well, one other version of it. Hi, Swedish Traveller, how are you today? Cool videos from the London trip as well. Are you going live later, Peter? Ah, that's cool. So I'm guessing sometime this week you'll be going live. That's cool. I really do recommend checking out the Swedish Traveller's channel. He is a really nice person, and I have met him at Download Festival. We did hang out, and he did let me make a little video for fun. That was super fun to make. Yeah, lives are more fun for me to do at the moment, and also take my mind off everything. So that's one of the main reasons. And oops, I've let the games console turn off. Yeah, my tablet's been evil, and it's decided that it's not gonna. Well, not my tablet. My Nintendo Switch has decided it's not gonna turn on. Oh, it's working. So yeah, that at least I can get done today. A little, but there is a delay, so and I can't really see the device itself. So I'm relying on the Switch to play properly, or at least be fair with me and play. Hi, Scratching Bow on the go. How are you today? Peter, that's probably the first bit is the only bit of Spanish I actually can read and understand without um, pretty much just knowing what it means. As I did try and learn some, and that's pretty much all I got because I was learning from a friend, and we didn't really ever get to speak it. properly because I didn't really speak that much at that point. So yeah, I know what como estas means. That's cool. Have you got any lives tonight? As I know, there's been quite a few pop-up battles lately. So I'm going to put live the Pokemon game on through at just at the as well. Also, I've got to just do this for a second because I did put this up at the start of my live because I just wanted something a couple seconds while the timer started moving to show. So, and that's if it load. So go check out Tara and Tea with Mrs. B. There's an amazing channel, and I do recommend it because it's very relaxing. And am a bit behind on the videos because I've been watching too many live streams lately. So check out the channel, and hi Backseat Gorilla Productions. How are you today? And there is something, Sean, that I wanted to talk to you about, and I just couldn't do it the other day because I'm not feeling well at all, and I just wanted to just really had to fall asleep. That's cool, Kelly. I hope you have a great day and see you soon. So there is something that I was gonna ask. I'm gonna keep that for when you've got some free time because it is a bit confusing if I wrote it wrong and I'm not good at thinking of things on the spot. But I'm hoping in the next couple of days that I can do another. Well, most likely maybe on what was it, Tuesday? No, uh, 8 no 2 p.m. or I'm going to try for roughly 1 p.m. my time, which would be 7 o'clock the US time, or at least one part of the US, as I only know Sean's time zone. So, and that will be the Harry Potter trivia questions as well. So I do have the game uploaded ready to put on for the screen. So I hope people don't mind too much that I'm going to put that on. I just kind of wish I could work it through a video capture card so I could actually do this all and keep myself on the screen. That's cool, Sean. So Tuesdays, it should be the trivia with Infinite Noir. And I'll be doing the Harry Potter as always, because that's the only one I've got. I really do need to get another sort of game. I know some people don't really like the games playing, but it's more just for something on the screen because that's not working today. As normally it just plays over and over again and it just keeps turning off. And I don't really have much to do. Have got a Lego game which I will be streaming again. I think sometime either Monday or Sunday, and before Backseats Live, hopefully this time. And hopefully not like after it, because that's like 5 in the morning for me and I'll get no sleep at all. But yeah, I'm gonna put the game on. I'm gonna play maybe one battle or two because I haven't got much really to do, and I've shown all the stuff that I have. And I've just been so tired lately. And things. Infinite won't be joining today because I think it's one of their busy days. Or it's one of the times that they're more busy. So yeah, I'll get to the Pokemon game. Hi Deadpool, how are you today? And it's also another way that I can pay a lot more attention to the chat as well. Even though I should really have the YouTube's pop-up chat up so I can get the messages a little bit quicker, which I have done now, so that is sorted. How are you, Deadpool? I hope you're doing good. Oh, there's another thing I'm going to show first, which this is something that I'm considering getting for my birthday, as I really, and it's not Taranti's channel. It's this. I kind of thought I want something fun for my birthday, and I'm going to see if my mum will get this because there's a lot of different US snacks that I would love to try. So yeah, it's going to be interesting if I can convince my mum to get that. And most likely a lot of that's going to be done for a YouTube video of some kind. And there's a lots of stuff that I have never tried before and really would like to try. There's one, the only thing that they haven't got in that lot is the Tootsie Pops. We actually used to get those in some shops and it would be like 25p for one, and I think now they've gone up really expensive, so hopefully I can find somewhere that does them again, as I did really enjoy those, as I know they're quite expensive depending on where some of it's got. That's cool, Swedish Traveller. Cool, work away. I was also looking for the Australian ones as well, because just for fun, and they seem reasonable price for what they've got. Hi, King Arthur Curry, how are you today? So there's a lot of cool things in that lot which I've not tried, I've not seen, and I just figured for my birthday, if I ask my mum for that, she may get it, may not, but I'm hopeful. So I'm going to switch to the game now, and I know that it's not the best of quality because it is my phone, and I really do need to get a proper laptop, as what I'm using I don't even think could use a TV capture card. It's that basic, as it's pretty much a tablet which can only play YouTube and Netflix, and the software is pretty much out of date because that's what I was told, that it's going out of date by Google and I should buy a new device. Nice of them. So all I can say is, Google, you stink for being that mean and making me have to buy a new device, where I'm betting if you look at landfills, you'll probably find there's about 90% of them are filled with broken, discarded devices that they've just made obsolete. Quite sore at the moment, actually. And as you can see, my tablet, well, my phone's resting on about 3 DVD boxes and a Lego box just to get the screen in shot, so it at least can see the game, and I can at least adjust it a little bit as I need to, and hopefully that works a bit better. I kind of not, if I could have done, I would have. I did actually have a different device to film this, but that stopped working and I couldn't get it on to this, and I tried for about 30 minutes just to get the one behind me just to play, but it wouldn't load because I did try loading my own account up so I could see if it would do a little bit more, whether I could play games or at least use a different app while this one was on, but it just wouldn't let me, so I've done it this way. I actually do like this game, but there's one thing I dislike about it. It's the cost of the second part of the game. Hi, Tara and T with Mrs. B. I hope you're well and having a great day, as I know it's early for you, or afternoon. I'm not 100% sure on times, as no one tells me. I have actually asked Infinite that in the past, what time it is, and either didn't tell or forgot to tell me, or I've not looked properly. But I figured I'd play a bit of this as a something I'll do ever so often, because I don't really get Well, actually, I get too much time to play this. Really, too much. But Pokemon as games, they are one of my favorite things to play. And if I had a capture card, I pretty much would play it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was roughly morning or afternoon time. So thanks, Rickaroy, for that. So eventually, well, if anyone wants the Harry Potter questions, I do have them right next to me, and I am happy to read them off if, as well. So there's multiple things that are in this live. So a bit of a game and trivia questions if they are wanted. I'm pretty sure I've started most of my lives off with Tara and T's channel playing at the beginning. I did have, I think, another two channels that I was putting up. I think the other one was Integrity and Vending as well. That was another one that I would show. The one thing I don't like about this version of the game, part of the game, is that it takes so much longer to fight the Pokemon. My other tablet come up really blocky or blurry-ish when I was trying to play it. Test it out through my phone. And I've probably got about 6 of this one Pokemon, which I'm going to go do one more normal battle so you can see the difference between this and a regular battle. Then I'm going to switch back to myself. Then if anyone wants the Harry Potter trivia questions, I can do that. Ooh, caught it. Actually, what's the nearest one? So yeah, I've got a couple of the Harry Potter questions to hand, and a couple of them are repeat ones, as that's all I've got at the moment is the repeats, I think, or at least they were mixed up in with the ones I've not done. But the first one is, what is the name of Harry's owl? And I've got more, so there is other bits I can do. Oops, running into the wrong area. You get some Pokemon that are higher levels walking around as well. and get some just Wickaroo, you got that one. So the next question is, what does Rita Skeeter use to write her interviews? So now I've done with the game, I'll just set that to the side and that's cool, the Swedish Traveller. Peter, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow in your live, if you're live tomorrow. And I'm done with that. It can go to standby for now, the game can. And I'll remove more pop-ups as I get loads at the moment. And I do recommend checking out the Swedish Traveller, as he is a great person, and we did have a lot of fun download when we were hanging out. So, as a answer to that question, Rita Skeeter uses a Cricut quill, which is pretty much a feather pen sort of thing, and notepad. So, and got a couple more. Another one. What is the name of August Filch's cat? As I'll do about 3 more questions then, and plus just feel free to ask questions as well. Yep, that one's right. Rickaroo. What is the name of Neville's toad? always trying to find the questions that I haven't asked in other live streams, which does get kind of hard at times. I'm trying to pick like the quicker ones to read out and all that. So the one the answer was Trevor. So you got that. That's one that most people don't really know if they haven't seen the film enough, because I think in the movies, I think it's only really said maybe once or twice for the movies. Yeah, it is easy to forget the names. So the next question is, how does Harry kill the basilisk in the Chamber of Secrets? No, not that one, but close. The thing that killed the basilisk was Gryffindor's sword. But technically, it is basilisk venom that's in the sword that I think well, that's probably an answer for one of the other lives. Well, for one of the other questions at least. Whose wizard card does Harry find in his chocolate frog the first time he opens one? And I was saying that is from the first film. Yes. I don't even have to look at the answer because I've recently watched the movies just to double check this. And for a live stream that I do have planned on doing with Infinite, who kills Nagini, the snake of Voldemort? So yeah, actually you're right, Rikaru. So in the next couple of days, I should be doing the next part of the Harry Potter live, and I'm going to start doing them as premieres with music playing through. It's always the one you least suspect. So, how can a house elf be freed? Is the second question. As my ear did go funny, I'm going to read it again because to make sure I got it right. How can a house elf be freed? Yep. You got that right, Rickaroo. So, let's go to 50, then I'll end the live at 50 minutes. Yep, W is free. What potion is used to force someone to tell the truth? And I believe it's mentioned the most in the fifth film. Ooh, cool. I'm going to have to watch Scratch and Bow on the Go's new video that's just come up on my notifications, which I'll watch that once I'm done with the live. It's Veritaserum. I've actually watched them recently because of something where me and Infinite are talking about doing in a live. So I do need to keep watching them every so often to make sure they're fresh in my mind for those lives. Which I only really need to watch the first one at the moment a couple of times. Then and listen to the book also. So what form does Professor Snape's Patronus take? and I think you only really see that in the last two films. Yeah, it was kind of vague when on how they used that the Patronus in the last two movies. It was like a couple of seconds clip and taking the Gryffindor sword to the what was it, river, or not river or lake, one of the two, but it's a doe. There were so many mistakes that they could have actually added to the movies to make the movies a bit more understandable about things, which should have been added to the movies that were in the books, which is kind of annoying, as I know more of the books than the actual movies. Which member of the Order of the Phoenix is killed during the escape from Privet Drive? Now, there's like loads of explaining it they could have done throughout the movies and so on, but they missed quite a bit of it out. No, it was someone else older. As much as well just give it a little bit of a clue. But he was in multiple lives, not lives, so movies. As it's like the some of the Weasley families met differently as opposed to how they would have been met in the books. So it's kind of a weird. So it was Mad Eye Moody that was the first one to die in the last movie books. Well, the last book itself, but the seventh movie. So let's do... Let's call Wickeroo. So I'm going to give one more question, then save the rest for the main live. As I know, Infinite will probably tell me off for doing all the questions in this live. Hi, Bob Roberts. How are you today? Kind of sore, but hopefully healing slowly, even though I would like to heal a bit faster. So this last... Yeah, trivia gives me a headache too, especially when I know full well I do not know any of the answers. It's pretty much like whenever Infinite's doing a trivia night and I'm in the chat a while ago, it's like I don't know any of these questions. Or if I do know them, I can't remember the correct spelling in time to actually give the answer. So that side, I'm always going to lose on the questions. But it's fun to watch. Who is the headmistress of Beauxbaton Academy of Magic? And that one's only really seen in the fourth movie. I do need to find a game that has better trivia style questions that have like a three possible answers that I can read out rather than no choice questions. As I kind of like the ABC option questions, as they're a little easier for me, because at least if that's given in the chat, I could just put A, B, or C and still manage to get it wrong. So it's Madame Maxine. I know that's the last one I'll do for now. And yep, I've let the live go on a lot longer than I originally planned. This is why I should really start not putting mini live stream then. Yeah, it's pretty much my way of playing. I'm going to get it wrong 3 times. But I have found a game that has them sort of questions, which does have like a coin pusher. So technically, I could put that as a bit of fun with the game. Yeah, I do really have fun doing these lives, and especially getting to chat to all you amazing people that do join. And as always, I literally spend about 20 minutes adding everyone's name that's been in the chat for a while to, well, actually, it's normally like one or two messages, and then I just write, and yeah, my phone's actually just turned off. So, as I forgot to turn that off while I wasn't using it. So, let's see if I can get the phone. For me, the time is 6:30 p.m. nearly. So it's a lot earlier than, say, Backseat Gorilla Productions lives or Arcade Angels, as some of Arcade Angels can be at 6 a.m. and I still haven't been to bed when those are on. But I do have so much fun joining those lives, so I don't really mind what time they are on. That's cool, Wickeroo. And hopefully I'll start remembering that. Because I know some parts it's 6 hours for Nolafan, as I only know that because they have told me quite a few times, and they have asked me a couple of times, "Am I a robot?" Because the amount of sleep that I do get. But it does take my mind off of things with stress and stuff. So I do sleep roughly, uh, depending on how I've been that day, for an hour or two here and there. Then maybe I'll go to sleep at roughly 8 p.m., depending how I'm feeling, or whether I can actually sleep at night. So yeah, it gets kind of annoying sometimes because I do want to go to bed earlier than on like Mondays or Tuesdays because there's not really any lives on those 2 days. So it is an option to go to bed earlier, but sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I've been this way since I was little, not needing as much sleep. So mm, I always edit from this tablet, which I use for editing things. So I'll show what I normally do for lives, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a lot more to go through because there's a lot more messages. I normally just mess around with it and try and fit out how much I can do. Hmm. Yeah, I should really sleep more, but it's just some reason I never get round to it. But I do try Mondays and so on. So that's what I normally put for Instagram posts. And I think that's one from about maybe 5 streams ago, I think. But I do it every live after, or as soon as near to the end of the live as I can get, as I do get a bit distracted with other people's live streams that I do go and watch. And I do really enjoy making those posts. And even if I had 100 in a chat, I'd still make that post for Instagram. I'd pretty much make as many as it took just to post that whether I need to make 4 pictures, 6 pictures, no matter how long it takes, I'll make that post. So even if there's only like 2 people in the chat the whole time, I'll happily just make that picture. It is also for those who have watched, so it is like, cause I do know there's one of my friends that doesn't comment in the chat, so there's that one that I've got to thank. So I've been putting those watching as well into the message recently because I've realised that I need to do that too. And also, it's kind of a thank you to those who watch any of the replay because I know how long this has run today. Thank you, Rickaroo. You're amazing. And Bob Roberts, you're amazing too. Thank you so much for being here. As for this amount of time, it really does help with what I'm going through at the moment. Just being able to hang out and have a laugh. So I will be premiering eventually, maybe soon, the replays with music and no original audio because there's no chat talking in the game, and that way it doesn't really matter if the video it's not watched as a live, so it's more of a hangout those gaming lives are. So, and also I can go back and play like this one for, well, not this copy because it's the Switch version, and I'm playing the PlayStation's one. I do also have Batman for the PlayStation. I think it's Batman Arkham. Not 100% which version, but it's one of those games. I'm pretty much having bad days all the time, Bob Roberts. But at the moment, I'm having a good time because I'm getting to hang out with people that are cool and nice, and that makes my day a lot more cheerful. Even if the YouTube algorithm is a total nightmare and doesn't work for me and it doesn't really work, I feel, for anyone who might be having health issues. So I think that algorithm's a bit messed up because it does punish you for being ill or unwell or and stuff like that. As I know, Simo has had the same sort of problem as well, where he's not been able to go live, and they've just been a bit unfair with his channel. Simo is amazing, and I do really enjoy when he has the panels and I'm able to join, which is a load of fun. Oh, and Bob Roberts, you did leave a comment which I did see, but I didn't want to interrupt Simo while he was talking. So, but yeah, them brownies are addictive and they're super nice, especially that sundae. And that wasn't even a little cup, it was big. And I was full up for the whole day after that. And I pretty much didn't eat as much. But yeah, Simo is amazing. And he has done so much for me, helped me a lot, because at times I do need cheering up, and he's always cheerful and just an amazing person. Yeah, that was funny. I showed my mum that comment and she laughed as well. The worst thing is, I actually filmed that video in June. I did, and it took me so long to edit it. I was gonna do like talking about it and stuff, but I just didn't feel well when it come to making it, so I just did it the way it was done. But a lot of them flavored brownies are amazing and so cool. And I know I do need to message Sean once I've finally ended this. I've just got to be careful I don't let this go like 2 hours long, because I have actually done that before and not realized. Yeah, they probably do. 'Cause they actually did. I think I can get the photo of that on my iPod. Not iPod, because I don't even own one of those. Well, no, I do own an iPod. It's a outdated third generation model, which I joke about, but it does work, except for the apps. Hopefully, I can find what I'm looking for, because it's one of the brownies that they didn't have when I went in there, because it was one. I think it was near the closing time, and I think they just didn't have much out other than what was in the video. But they give me permission to film and do what I wanted, really. But I couldn't use like the audio in the shop because it's copyright music. Hopefully it won't take me too long to find the picture I'm looking for. But it is a brownie and it was really cool. The one I'm looking for was. I'm hoping by the time of download, I'm 100% and can get some really cool videos. Yeah, they actually do have a website, but I'm not 100% sure about shipping overseas. But it'd be cool if they did, because there's a lot of like US ones that I've seen that like cakes. Well, the king cake is one that I've seen in recently, which is really cool. Found a basic photo of it. So this is one of the brownies. Oh, actually, it's got both photos with it. Well, it should have. Yep, it has. So the first photo is what it looks like on the outside. And this is a Scotch egg chocolate brownie, which that was really, really cool. And this is what it looks like on the inside. It's basically a cream egg with a brownie outside. And they kind of decorate it with little things like what's on it, which is pretty cool. As I've had that, I think we got when we first went to the festival a couple of days before. I took a load of them home, even though we bought them like on the first day, and that's like 5 days later, and all of them tasted as fresh and as nice as they did do on the day we got them. So that's how good that place is. Is a nightmare thing that I actually had. That's one of the biggest burgers that I've had. It's 2 beef burgers and 2 chicken burgers, basically, and very big. Yeah, it's a really cool bakery, and that's the main reason I actually did the video for that, because it is a nice location. The only problem for me is I've got to go all the way to Derby just to get that. So technically, if I broke in at everything and managed to get out, the evidence is gone that I've eaten it if I can manage to wipe it off my face. Yeah, that burger is pretty much a challenge to eat, and it is really filling. But it's one of the burgers that I would get every time I go there. Really is a cool cream egg. Yeah, I agree. I actually shouldn't really be saying this in case they ever break in when we're at download. And I'll be blamed for a break in at the bakery. Well, you said it on the live stream, so you must have done it. I was joking. I'm too lazy to break in. Yeah, that's the best way. Get out as fast as you can. And as long as the evidence is eaten, it's all gone. Ooh, I really do need to. I so need to get my bass guitar or my guitar to practice a bit of that and try and get my hand to work a bit better. I'm gonna have to end the live stream now. So thank you everyone who has joined. You're all amazing, and I will see you again soon. Yes, perfect rhyme. Thank you everyone. You're all amazing, and I will see you again soon. Have a great day.